Hello, thanks for watching my video. My name is Kenya, as the screen before just stated. I am a recruiter and mentor with DMT Advertising and a self-proclaimed regional director for the Cincinnati area. I speak to a lot of people in my day about this opportunity, and I do hear a lot of negative comments about it. Sometimes I hear that this must be a scam. There's no way that doing offers could bring anyone $1,000 to $4,000 per week, and that the people that we do show making that must be just somebody made up or fake. Well, I'm here to show you that that indeed is not the case. We are all real people, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my story so you can get a good idea of what a person in DMT actually is like. Stay tuned. Let's get started with learning a little bit more about me. I'm a single mother of two beautiful but very trying kids at times. 32. And as far as my experience, since I was 17, I've worked in many call centers, whether it be research interviewing, those are the people that call out with surveys, or order taking for a pizza company, tech support over the phone, customer service, sales, you name it, I've done it in one form or another. But back then, these were all brick and mortar call centers. I did get pretty good with it, but as time moved on, I did find a small problem. Here in Cincinnati, most call centers opted to move not out of state, but to the outskirts of town where public transportation doesn't go. I personally don't know how to drive still to this day. I do plan to learn soon, but back then that really put a crimp in my career plans. So in 2003, a couple years after I had my first child, I started looking into ways to earn money online. Um, it was pretty much trial and error. I did find a couple opportunities that were promising, but I didn't have the upline support that I needed to succeed. And I actually did run into a couple scams. No worse for the wear. I didn't end up in debt too deep with those scams, thank God. But yes, they are out there. Um, it did take until about 2007 for me to see any money earning, and that was with trial offers. Back then there was no DMT though, so the way that I was making money with trial offers was specifically paying people to complete the offers for me. At first it did work. I made about $3,000 doing so, but as the economy started getting bad, people were requesting more and more money to complete these offers, and it came to a point where I was just breaking even rather than making money. So um, at that point, I got a little down in myself, to tell you the truth, and I went back to looking for a traditional job. Luckily, what I did find, as you see the award that I just show, was a number of work at home call centers. This way, with a computer and sometimes a phone, I could do the very same job that I was experienced with and knowledgeable of from home. It was good in a sense because now I didn't have to travel or worry about how I was getting to work. It was already right here. But at the same time, that meant I was chained to a desk for a scheduled 8 to 10 hours a day. That wasn't really good because I wanted to spend time with my kids. I wanted to be spontaneous. There were things that I wanted to do, but instead I was locked in the house. Also, what you find with a lot of work at home call centers, they're at will employers too. Um, I did find myself without a job twice. Um, Actually, in the past year, I found myself without a job twice, which is what brought me to DMT in the first place. And we're back. Made a slight adjustment during the break. Ain't they pretty? Anyway, I found DMT back in March of this year. Like I said, I had lost my job twice this year. That was right after the first time. And while I wasn't marketing anymore, I still kept abreast of what was going on and looked at a few opportunities. Just while surfing my emails, I found this opportunity by DMT. I looked into it since I wasn't working at the time, just searching for work, and I loved it. It combined the two things that I was best at. One being the offers, since I already knew how they worked, already had made money from them, just didn't have a system. And two, they reduced it to basically a call center environment, which I have a total of 13 years experience in. So this was wonderful. At whoops, sorry about that, y'all. At that time, I wasn't really looking at this as a career move. It was just something in between time while I searched for a new job. I did find a new job. It was actually kind of crazy. I went ahead and qualified for DMT, and then right after I was called back into work at another company. So while I did join in April, I actually did not start promoting right away. Um, I went into that new position, did my best, but had a few issues. Once again, it's an at will employer. I had problems with my home internet and my phone, and due to such having those problems during training, I was let go. I had peeped into the site a couple of times. I saw the system. I liked it for what it was, but with losing that job at that time, that was my last straw. I was really tired of people letting me go when I know that I'm a good employee, and I decided to become an employee of my own. So, um, with that being said, I started putting my work into DMT full time. And while unfortunately my previous mentor didn't really mentor me, I was once again without a leader. I still was able to make $80 in my first week. Doesn't sound too good. I mean, well, it doesn't sound like something great, but at the same time, I was going with just the information on the website. I didn't have a leader walking me through step by step. I did not know about the training calls. And yet, still, from the information that they had given me, I had made $80 promoting the wrong way. So, with that being said, think about it now going forward. Now that I have hooked up with a good mentor who is there for me almost 24/7, she's up as much as I am and on the computer as much as I am, and learning the right ways of earning with DMT. Going forward, I can go nowhere but up. So, what do I plan to do with DMT? Make money. Well, that's the obvious question, but it's a lot deeper than that for me. In finding DMT, I found the support that I've been looking for 10 years online. I found people and information and finally a system, a simple system that works. DMT has a goal of hiring 1 million people by 2015. I personally have a goal. Well, I have a goal of reaching that $1,000 a week, but my stronger goal is to hire at least 100 individuals by the end of this year from the Cincinnati area. There's many people that are in my position who are skilled and ready to work, but for one silly reason or another, such as not being able to drive or having a blemish on their record that keeps companies from wanting to hire them, even to something as simple as not having the best score on their credit report, which actually can ban you from some jobs. And this is just a wonderful opportunity that anybody can do. And I want to bring that to the Cincinnati area, which is why I proclaim myself the regional director for this place. But other than that, my ultimate goal is just to be the mentor that I never got, to help those who, one, are willing to work for themselves, but two, don't have that person to reach out. They may have been interested in earning online, but didn't have the support that that they needed, nor the determination that I had to continue and find that support. I want to be that person for them and actually help them to better their lifestyle. So, if you're one of these individuals who would love to have a caring mentor such as myself, uh, don't forget to either click the link in the information below in the info, or call the number that I'll place there as well. We can set up for you to look at the opportunity and go forward from there. So just to wrap it up short, once again, DMT is a real organization, and there are real people making real money. Won't you become one too?